So it's Tuesday night, um, January 25th. I'm excited about a couple of things. My directing class being one of them, Mayhem Fest being another one, um, and well, YouTube. Basically, a few things that I have to ask if I could get a response to those is for my directing class. First of all, what is the best, cheapest camera that you can think of? Um, Made by any maker. I don't really have a preference to what make it is. Like if it's a Sony or if it's a Nikon or if it's etc. etc. If any of that, Samsung, whatever. But just out of curiosity, what do you think would be the best, cheapest camera slash camcorder for a person doing both YouTube videos and also needing one for their directing class? That's why that whole thing ties in together for YouTube and my directing class. Because by the end of the semester, you're gonna have a 1 to 3 minute movie of sorts. The other thing I had to ask you guys is, any of you guys who went or have went to any of the previous Mayhem Rockstar Mayhem festivals, 2008 to 2010, tomorrow on the 26th, the set list comes out, and I've been waiting for the set list since January, not January, since July of this last year. Well, since that one actually finished, since August, let's say that since August I've been waiting, and this year's set list comes out, and I gotta wait another 6 months before I could go, 5 to 6 months to go see this one, and I'm not gonna miss it because I don't want to miss it. I went to the first one, I missed the second one, and I got to go to the third one. Are you psyched for it? Are you hyped up that and hoping that they actually get good bands for this year's? And it's a metal fest. If you don't know what it is, it's basically like the first year back in '08, I bought myself a graduation gift um to go to the first one, and it was Slipknot, Disturbed, and Mastodon and crappy Dragon Force on the main stage, and then there was a bunch of like Suicide Silence, Five Finger Death Punch, the Red Chord, all those bands, Black Tide, and all those bands on side stages, which was really cool because they do one stage after like they do the two side stages first, they do one after another until those are done, and then by the time that's done, they give you a little like window time to go to the main stage. A couple of my friends, a lot of us went to the first one. All my friends got to go to the second one. I had to work the day that it was, and they couldn't give me a day off. The third one was pretty fun. It was saying how I know Slayer, Marilyn Manson, and a couple of others were at this old job for a Cannibal Corpse. And see, it's that kind of metal. It's all a mixture of different kinds of metal at one fest. Kind of like the way that they did Ozfest back in the day. Even though Ozfest is only uh, going from what I hear. I've never been to one that it's only going to one town or one city in the U.S. Like I think last year it went to Texas, or the closest it came was to Texas, and then it went everywhere else because ever since I guess it was the drummer of Sabbath or some shit. I don't really know the history. Someone passed away, and the only reason that they would come to Albuquerque is because of that one band member and that whole thing. Um, for Mayhem, see, I also want to get a camcorder and a camera for this next year's Mayhem, so I can record a lot of it, throw it up here, and show what had been going on for this year's Mayhem. Because my phone, it does have a nice camera, it does have all that, but the battery on it, I mean, it's a nice ass phone, but I mean the battery on it isn't that reliable because it could die on me, you know, halfway through recording, and I can't just plug it in anywhere and all that stuff. And I need a camera that could withstand a little bit of heat because it gets up in the hundreds here in New Mexico, as well as like in Arizona and Texas and stuff like that. And I want something that I don't have to worry about. Like my phone is essential, I need it. The camera, I mean, I would like to have it, I would like to keep it as long as possible, but I need something that can take a little bit of weathering. Back to the Mayhem thing is, what are your hopeful bands that you want to see there? Seeing as how tomorrow is the day that they actually come out with band listings for all three stages. I don't know if it's still last year it was the Silver Star stage. I think I'm not too sure. I think it was the Hot Topic stage. I'm pretty sure, and the main stage, and Rockstar Mayhem Festival 2011. Last year was pretty fun. There was a bunch of bands like Winds of Plague, Shadowfall, Hatebreed, and stuff like that. They got a pretty good set list last year, and there's been rumor that a lot of bands that were on the first one are going to be on this one, and I will be highly disappointed if they do that, because it would be cool if they just, you know, the only band that they've had twice was Five Finger Death Punch, and they're not that great live. I like their music, but they're not that great live. Other than that, I'd like to know what kind of camera would be the cheapest for a person who's doing, like I said, YouTube and schoolwork and, you know, random recordings and stuff like that, like the vlog type, actually going out there, because I got word that sooner rather than later, a vehicle will be under my possession, which would be really cool, because I don't have to rely on the roommate, and he can sit in his room and play, or do whatever he's doing, as much as he wants, and I can go do what I need to go do when I need to go do it. Because I have complained in previous videos where sitting at home is something that I don't really like doing. Very, very often. There's very rare occasions where I would like to stay home and do something, and then stay home to do whatever I need to do, and then take off. There's been instances where I would wake up, take a shower, take off, and just go somewhere. Just because staying home all day is just too annoying to me, in a way. But if you do have any... Oh, and I got another thing that kind of confused me that I don't understand, and my hair's all crazy because I still need to get a haircut. But one of the things that I was uploading a couple of other videos, just random ass videos I had sitting on my phone, and it said, congratulations, now you can upload videos longer than 15 minutes. I don't know if you have any idea of what that's about, if you have any idea of what they mean by that, and they said if you set it to a certain setting, then you can upload videos longer than 15 minutes, and I don't know what that means. I'm so confused by that. But yeah, if you could answer the previous questions, that'd be really awesome. I need to figure out if I could get some sinus medication because it's pissing me off, and yeah, and whatnot. Thanks for watching, I guess. And if you have any suggestions or whatever to what I could do for this final project, it's got to be 1 to 3 minutes. I'm asking for your help if you're there, if you see this, and go watch the other videos. That'd be really cool. Also, and depending on how I learn how to do this whole directing and filmmaking thing, that'll just kickstart a new. My plan is to kickstart a new channel, which will be strictly for the skits, and then this one will be strictly for the vlogs and for this style of video. And I need to go get a haircut and also find a job. So we'll be talking to you. We'll see you later, and Later.